the stone in his staff glows, and you go, oh shit, and you drop the axe, and as you're going to reach for him, you kind of get your hand on his shoulder, and the spell goes off. Stone goes off, and then a flame like the size of a baseball goes through this guy's skull.
All you'll hear is, in common, foolish mortals. And Cash will hit the ground.
All right, gents, welcome back. We are here. I'm on the wrong page on my screen. There we go. Yep, I'm the best, aren't I?
I even asked if you were ready, and you were like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I was ready, and I was not on the right screen. So you guys just healed, or attempted to heal up this awesome silver dragon named Myram. And Myram, you found out, was actually the dragon that, or actually your contact in Longsaddle, or would have been your contact in Longsaddle if it not had been raised. And I believe Ganzap and Amelia were staying behind to watch over Myram, and Kashdin had gone in the forest to find some herbs and stuff, and came back and made us some more healing salves. And Shiro, it was 13 decided they wanted to go scout the village, and Shiro went, all right, I better go watch him. Because Shiro's your babysitter now, apparently.
It's like, do I really need a babysitter?
Yes.
I think it's better if I go on my own. So it's like, I can be able to cover more ground. I can be able to disguise myself and just blend in with the crowd. They'll never know.
It's a raised city. There is no crowd.
Well, it's the gnolls that could be there.
So you're going to blend in with gnolls?
Yes, I could.
I don't think your disguise does that.
I mean, technically, what's disguise self? If gnolls and normal is a medium size.
If it's a disguise self, you can't change your height, and gnolls are like 7.5 feet tall.
What?
Are they that tall? I don't think they're quite that tall.
I know they're tall. I just threw a number out there.
I mean, okay, I'm like 5 something, but damn. And okay, maybe I'm just the runt of the gnolls. All right, you ever thought about that?
The gnoll runt.
Oh, look at that! It's Chad, the runty gnoll. It's okay. Don't look at him. You'll make him feel uncomfortable.
He's the one that's always the butt of the jokes.
Hey, it's okay, but Chad brings us all together to be able to laugh and bring all of us together, so that way we could be able to, get our frustration out on one person rather than killing and pillaging villages.
Yeah, that's working out real well for him.
Well, I never said Chad was doing a great job.
Is that all it says is medium?
It doesn't give me any info in the...
Of like specific heights or anything. I don't think it would. Like,
Yeah.
you could always just look that up, like, just for bullshit, but then you'll never know, like, going off the internet, what people would say, I always imagined they were shorter, though, to be fair.
Oh, goblins are tiny. Gnolls are extremely tall, with the average member of the race standing on an average between 7 and 7'6" tall.
Oh.
You were right.
Boom.
Wow. I'll just be the runt of the gnolls.
All right, so that's what you guys had decided, so go ahead and game plan what you're going to do.
Well, I think the game plan was the 3 of them, Amelia, Cash, and Ganzap is going to stay back to kind of like heal the dragon, as me and Shiro's going to get do a little recon to look up ahead to see how things are looking.
Okay. So how recon-y are you going to be? Describe your recon.
I think at first we're going to try to find ourselves at a nice little post where we could be able to see, climb up trees or something like that, so we could be able to see from a distance but get a good view, so that we can still keep ourselves concealed. But then once we get a little bit curious on how things are going, we may want to stealth up and approach the village to get a better view of how things are inside the actual village.
So
itself.
in the reality,
see if there are people alive. Yeah.
So in the reality of the road, it's closer to this screen. where it's a road with just some brush and stuff.
Uh-huh.
You guys are on a main road of travel, so there's not a lot of as opposed to this picture where it's
It's
real
all
big tree lines next to the road. It's really way more open than that.
Oh, okay. So, okay. What time of the day? Like, what time is it?
It's probably early afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock ish.
Okay.
You guys
Well,
basically had breakfast and then traveled most of your way till you got to the Dragon, and then you're only like maybe an hour or so from the city now, from the city proper.
all
So
right. Well,
wait till it gets dark.
we could still be able to look up some bushes, like climb up some trees and stuff like that to
Yeah.
kind of like get a view of it, like in the day, so we can get a good view of it while it's daytime. And then once we want to try and get a better view of it while under concealment of night, that we can try to come up a little closer and try to stealth in and stuff like that. The worst case scenario is like if some gnolls like come out of nowhere, like we get confronted. I mean, we could always take them out, like we'd always take out a few and just run away, like worst case scenario, because we're like pretty fucking fast. They're not going to catch us.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not going to catch us.
Okay, so again, the city's probably you guesstimate it's probably 2 hours travel from where you are to the city on
Okay.
foot.
So approximately like 4 or 5.
No, on foot it's about 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys travel for half to you travel for most of that way, you'll be able to get a peek of the city, or the town. It's more like a town or village. So that's up to you guys. That's what you think. It's probably about 2 hours walk, and if you go most of that way, then you'll be able to see the city, see the town to an extent, and then maybe be able to find some ridge line or something to that effect.
Okay. All right, so I don't know, Shira, what do you think?
Sounds good. Let's like approach as close as we can. Like find some tree lines.
And
See-
just hide in there and just see what we
yeah,
can see
hide in
from
there.
We're definitely going to be looking for the dragon, like, or at least a big building that could be like damaged a bit, and maybe the dragon's like resting in there, perhaps. 'Cause
Okay.
we don't know exactly the exact whereabouts of the dragon. We can go under the assumption the dragon took out the red dragon, fought the silver dragon, just so that way to weaken it and then go after his treasure. We could assume that, but I am not going to be walking in some village, and then next thing you know, a red dragon comes out of nowhere and burns me to a crisp. Yeah, no thanks.
All right, so the next thing that happens is a red dragon comes out of nowhere and burns you to a crisp.
Can I get a reflex save on that?
Maybe if reflex was a thing. Whoa! All right,
Whoa.
so in 3-5, yes, you could.
Dex save.
So are you guys gonna try to be stealthy? Like I said, it's a pretty open road, so there's not really a whole lot.
A concealment.
available.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah,
try.
we'll-
Yeah, I feel
we'll
like
try
we're
to
being
stealth
pretty
into
good at. I feel like our stealth is actually pretty good, the two of us. So we'll be
Okay,
able to
so
probably do that.
If you're going to stealth, there's an ability that lets you travel at regular stealth speed, but I don't know if Shiro has that. I think you might as a 5th level rogue, or maybe that's a ranger feature.
I
But
think that's
technically,
ranger.
You're
What you're talking about.
stealthing. You're moving at half speed, so it'll basically double your time.
Uh,
You're gonna do
I
that.
mean, we don't have-
just so that you're aware.
you said it's like 2 hours of a walk.
Yes, probably
I
about
mean-
that.
I mean, at worst case, like if it's maybe an hours of a walk, then we can start stealthing up there. I mean, like, that hour difference really gonna like really point us out to like, oh my god, is there like a watchtower at the village? Like you'd be able to see like a tall structure, wouldn't we?
If you ask Myram, he will tell you that there are no watchtowers.
Then I think we just stealth up and
This
we
village
go.
is relatively poorly defended as far as its own defenses because they've relied on him for so long.
Okay.
Then I'd say we just run up for like the first hour to try to get there as soon as we could to cut down the time. And then after like say an hour or so, we probably start stealthing up. So that way to play it safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like do we have to stealth up for the whole 2 hours? Like because then you said it's 2 hours, then that just became 4 hours rather than we could just take it down to 3 hours, you know? That saves us some time. Yep, be safe.
Okay, so you want to travel until you can see the city, and then you'll decide from there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
All right. So go ahead. Give me perceptions, and one of you roll me a 12-sider.
Okay.
I don't know if I should roll a 12, but I'm gonna be catching some things though.
Perception.
I'll roll a 12. You're still doing that. 10. Oh, geez.
Damn, so close.
Come on.
Dude, you still got 8 with a 1 roll. Like, God.
That's ridiculous. So Cliff, basically, while you guys are traveling, you'll be able to notice some of the, some camping spots that are more recently used. Like just spots where there was a fire here recently, like over the last few days kind of thing. And then you could assume that maybe that's either some of the gnolls that attacked or maybe the ones you guys found on this road while they were traveling this way.
Okay,
That's probably a safe assumption.
Well, I'm definitely going to convey that to Shiro. Just be, hey, there's some campfire. Looks like there's some camp activity here. There could be some. Could I be able to get an idea of how long this camp has been?
I mean, it's not
left?
your forte, but it's been at least a couple days. It's
Okay,
certainly
so
not fresh.
oh, okay then. Yeah, it's like all right. Was some camps here. Maybe the gnolls camped out, like they camped out before they were here before we ran into them, or maybe it's the gnolls that were staying outside the village to get ready to attack as soon as their forces were assembled for the right time or something, you know? So we don't know. We don't know the story, but
Anyway,
and I assume, yeah, and I assume at the campsite there's nothing.
no, everything's been picked up that you can tell.
Okay.
The only thing that guided you there was the remnants of what was obviously a fire.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the rest of your, that happens 2 or 3 times. Well, probably not that. Probably just the one time because it's an hour travel, not days travel.
Okay.
So you see one of them, and as you're traveling, at some point you'll kind of crest a little bit of a hill, and then you'll see the remnant smokiness of the village kind of in the bottom of this small valley. It's not real deep, but it's it's between 2 hills of the road.
Okay.
You
So
you can see like burned out husks. There's some smoke still wafting. Actually,
is there any life or anything?
not that you can see. Oh, I'm gonna the right thing here. I don't think I can move individual characters, so I'm just gonna move this over. That's the generic layout of the town. Again, you're not this close.
Okay.
But none of these buildings, it appears to be intact. Like even this farmland to your coming south, it would be to the west. Even the farmland over to the west appears to have been razed and totally destroyed.
All right. So there's no life whatsoever.
Not from the distance you can see now.
Yeah, from what we can see, there's no life. There I wish I had somebody smart with us who would probably know this kind of thing. How are you in nature? And I looked to Shiro. Do you know anything about gnolls?
No, I have not encountered these creatures before. So
I was kind of like curious of wondering if gnolls were nocturnal creatures or not. So, all right, we could try sneak up.
Maybe
Yeah, you may have
they have
encountered them before, but that might not be something you know.
they have like dog-like features. Are dogs?
All right, so they're
Yes.
good at smelling. You know what? They are good at smelling. I feel like if we walk up in there, like it'd be giving us away, you know? So we should probably do something to mask our smell.
Let's piss on each other.
Yeah, that sounds like a lovely idea. Damn, I want to say that the best course of action would be like covering ourselves in some mud or something to mask our scent. It's like, god damn. All right. So we're gonna have to approach this when things get a little bit darker, and I'm basically gonna look to Shiro. It's like, all right, let's try to plan something out so we can mask our scent. So when we go in there, we won't get like easily spotted. You know what I mean? If there are still gnolls there. So, is there like water? I see this over here, but is that something like technically in part of the village if we get into? Or?
We can say there's some sort of small stream, just off the road. Sure.
Okay, well, I think I
Like
would
this.
just
How
like.
about this hill stream over here that like follows the road most of the way up to where you are. So
Oh, okay.
you go down like the side of the hill off the road, and then it's next to like a pocket of ferns and trees and stuff. How about that?
All right, cool. So I definitely want to do that, and I want to definitely try and mask my smell by covering myself in some mud.
Okay.
Hopefully that will help minimize like possibly the gnolls catching on to my scent. I mean, technically I have a scent I'm pretty sure that they are not familiar with, but that's just making things worse that, it's like, oh, what the heck is this? I've never smelled this before. Let's go see what this is, I'd rather not be into that situation. So I definitely want to do that. And
So I assume you're telling Shiro all this.
yes, I'm telling Shiro, it's like, I think we should mask our scent if we're going to try stealthing up in through the village, or else we're probably going to get found out really easily.
Yeah, makes sense. You'll need it more than I do, though.
Why I say that?
I just have a feeling.
Okay, good to know. Well, then again, if there was a gnoll that just walked on by, I mean, I don't mind just gutting it and just like using the whole Walking Dead thing and just like covering my. Sorry, not Walking Dead, but covering my. I was in a situation where I fought some zombies, and what we did was we killed one, and to make ourselves look like zombies, we covered ourselves with the organs to give out the scent of the dead. It totally allowed us to walk past, and they didn't even sense us. They thought we were zombies too. Until it started to rain. Oh, great. That's good to know. Not a good situation right now. But all right. I mean, technically, if they're like zombies, they'll eat gnolls too. So I mean, zombies versus gnolls.
So
all right.
are you planning on, just doing this and then waiting until nightfall?
Yeah, I think that's the best time. I looked at
You're just
Shiro.
gonna hang out here for the next like 4 hours.
Well, we're gonna see if there's any emotion or activities or anything. You know what I mean?
From where we are, like, do we see gnolls or any signs of humans or any life?
Or are there any corpses or anything? That's another deal.
Not in your immediate vicinity, no.
Not
So we have to
there.
get a closer view. Okay.
Okay.
So
It does look like the water is running toward the city. It's running downhill toward the city.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys are just gonna like hang out for the next few hours and mask yourselves, it's fine. I will need, I guess, nature checks for that.
Okay.
Or survival. I'll take either of them.
Oh, survival. Okay. I'm okay with that. Right now?
Go ahead.
Let's see how I do. Ooh.
Okay. Survival. Jeez.
And not as good.
I mean, technically, you said you'll be fine, that you got it. So I think I'm the one that needed that roll more.
Okay, so for all intents and purposes, you guys aren't here. So these guys will be gone at least for the next, we'll say, 5 hours. Left around, 1-ish. They traveled for an hour or so, and then they're going to wait till nightfall, which I'm going to say is around 6 or 7. So these guys are going to be gone for the next 5 hours. What do you guys want to do in that time? Ganzap and cashed in.
Well, we should get the dragon to at least be up until it can transform to a human.
Yeah, he thinks if he gets another full night's of sleep, he should be okay, is what he thinks. You guys, super extended that healing process, and he thinks he'll be okay, or at least mostly okay by morning.
Well, I mean, we have to wait for our 2 people to get back before we continue forward.
Right.
So, I don't know. Where's Cash?
Looks like you're making the decisions.
Awesome. I'm going to wait.
He's not talking.
Is he muted?
Can't hear you.
Might have yourself muted, Cash.
Because he hears us, clearly. It's just like we just can't hear him.
Your thing's not even going off in Discord.
He's probably muted. Doesn't realize it.
Or he has to turn it off and on.
Try this again. Can you hear us, Cash? All right, so we'll assume we lost him. Technical difficulties.
For now.
Until he reaches back for us. So, Ganzap, what do you want to do?
Well, there's nothing really to do. We have to wait for the other 2 to come back before we continue forward.
You can try and make it a camp.
Right now.
All right, well then, I guess we'll wait till nightfall, and we'll go back to the other 2. So you guys don't see anything leave or enter the city from your vantage point during the time. So then the sun starts to set. You think it's time that you're probably comfortable going into town.
Okay.
What time is it right now?
Probably 7-ish.
And it's starting to get dark?
Yeah.
All right. So I assume that we've managed to do our whole little camouflage with the smell. Of course, I'm going to see about trying to use my disguise to turn myself into a gnoll. But I'll just be the really runt gnoll named Chad.
Yeah, you can kind of copy the generic form, but yeah, you can't be more than like maybe 6.5 feet.
Oh, no. I assume like I'm just a miniature version of the gnolls that we saw like previously. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's basically what you are.
Yeah, I'm just a miniature version named Chad. Got it.
Sure. Whatever floats your boat.
All right. So assuming as I talked to Shiro as we were getting ready, because we still had plenty of time, I'm thinking it's best to go through here, and then we go along like the back of here. It's like we go through the back and everything.
Oh, okay.
We kind of like get an idea as we go around the village. You know what I mean?
So this road over here actually swings around and meets the main road.
Which road?
Back up this way. This road here swings around, goes this way, and then swings back this way and then meets the main road.
Okay.
Back in here somewhere. Like off the map. But the main road leads directly this way. and then there's a split off that goes this way and then leads down this road.
All right. Well, I'm thinking it's safe. We'll just go. We'll just try to get from here. It'd probably be the best route if we just took the time to get over here.
Yeah, if you guys basically sneak forward and then get yourself in these trees, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I assume we were managing to like get ourselves through here and just get over
Yeah.
here.
Okay, that's fine. Roll me stealth.
Wait,
Roll me one.
before we go, I am going to touch Cliff on the shoulder. Use my
Okay.
key points to cast Pass Without Trace. And just tell him like just stick close to me.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know. Well, do we need a stealth then, or no? Or no, we just get a +10, right?
Yep, we got a +10 on all
Okay.
of our stuff.
So I for what, the next hour, right?
Yep, next hour.
33.
Okay.
33.
Okay.
26.
26.
Okay, and then if you guys want to hold up in these trees, I'll ask for another stealth.
Well, we're not. Well, until we get to that. Oh, yeah, I got you.
So one stealth to get there, and then I'll need another stealth to hide wherever you guys want to be at the edge of town.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Even better.
One louder. Nice. And he's one louder than you.
Jeez.
So you guys are very confident in your lack of sound in moving. So you guys noticed that over the time, most of the smoke and stuff kind of stopped, because it's been at least a day, maybe two, according to Myram, since the raising happened. So most of the husks are burning down, and you can actually see through most of the town, like through the buildings and stuff, because they're just basically husks. And the only thing you'll see at this point is while you guys are sitting there, you'll actually will see a fire start in the distance around here.
Are you like pinging a spot, or?
Yeah, I pinged a spot.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
can't
well, I'm
see.
gonna add something to the thing, so hang on. We'll say that.
Oh, okay. There we go.
See some fire over here.
All right. Of course, I'm gonna look to Shiro. I was like, hey, we should probably check that out. I think
let's see how many we have to deal with here.
Well, I think if we get through here and then go here, we should be able to get a good view of what's going on. Or if you want, we could just go straight all the way down here, hiding between buildings, or at least like right here, and we should be able to see perfectly,
How about
Or we could just go all the way around and just like come up right here, or where's that spot? Come up like right there. Like we go all the way around, and we'll get a clear view.
you can go here, and then from here, let's try to enter this house. See.
Oh,
if you can,
yeah. Yeah, that's good. We get the concealment of the house as long as there's nothing inside, nobody or anything inside the house,
Yeah.
So we do have to be mindful to be keeping a lookout at all these buildings as we're walking through, that there's no thing like looking for us, or at least like could be looking through the windows,
Yep.
So let's do that. That's the plan.
Okay, so which way are you guys going?
Going here.
Okay, so go ahead and stealth me to there, and I'll let you know what you guys see.
22.
Good rolls, guys.
25.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourselves to where you want to be.
So we're going right here.
Right here.
Okay.
Tree.
All right, and you guys get there, and you can basically see all of this.
Oh. Okay.
Now,
How many is that?
Oh
Um,
my god.
So basically, what you'll be able to see, kind of hiding like behind the scraps of this house and things of that nature, basically you'll see a shitload of gnolls, and there's more than this. As some of them kind of leave this burning pyre and head back to the west and to the south. Uh, there's a large pile of remains and bodies in the center that they are lighting on fire. And then if you stand there and watch for, let's say 5 minutes or so, then a few more gnolls will come back with more bodies and dump them on the pyre and then leave. And all these gnolls are all kind of like standing there and just kind of watching. They're looking at it hungrily, um, and they're fierce, but they're just kind of watching as more gnolls, they stack more bodies on this pyre. There's probably like 24 or so right now.
So it's obvious that they have the look of hunger on their faces as they're
Yeah.
burning these corpses, right?
Yeah, more or less.
So I'm just gonna whisper to Shiro's like, why aren't they like, not that I don't like the scene of it all, but why aren't they eating the bodies? Doesn't that strike you a little odd?
Apparently, this entire scene is odd for me. All I'm thinking, right now, all I'm thinking is like if we can still find any survivors after this, because it looks like everyone's dead.
I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody would be alive because I don't know where really to look. Like, do you? Like, it looks like they cleared out the village. Like, how many can we be able to make out how many bodies there are? Like, do I have to roll? Do you want me to
That's
roll
what I
for
said.
that?
There's probably about 24.
24, so 24. Okay.
Yeah, and while you guys are watching, 1, 2, 3 of the gnolls, you'll see kind of like peek up and sniff the air and kind of like turn in your direction. And you'll see like one break off from here and kind of like step this way, and then this one kind of breaks off and steps this way.
Okay.
And this one kind of walks around the fire and steps this way as well. They're just kind of sniffing the air and looking in your general direction.
Okay, I think it's time to split because.
Well, here's the thing. We don't want them to know that technically we were around here. We should probably throw them off and think it was just their imagination and then try to get the hell out. That way they won't be suspicious of, like, we may be coming back if they catch us on the run. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do we have anything to distract them?
Let's see. I had these clay vials of alchemist fire, but no, wait, just clay vials. Do we have them?
I don't remember how you guys split up those vials. I don't
remember either. I mean,
the
I
clay
took
vials had oil in them.
No, I only have the clay vials. I think.
Yeah, and the clay flasks had oil in
Yeah,
them.
Cash has the
Alchemist fire.
Okay.
If you can set this thing on fire, maybe that won't really distract them.
All right, you know what?
Because well, the fire in the entire town, like the fires have already died down, right?
Yeah,
If
for the
they
most part,
see-
everything's pretty much done and burned to the stone.
If they see a new one starting, maybe we can. That might throw them off, but I don't have anything to light this thing.
All right, well, we can just try to get the hell out then, so we can be able to try and get ourselves away. All right, let's just try to bolt it. I feel like there's nothing we could do here, so let's just bolt it. We'll have to try and go through here, and then try go through this way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's the plan. We're just running, and we're gonna try to go back to the camp where everyone else was
you're
because we've
just
been gone for a
fleeing?
long time. Yeah, we're gonna end up having to flee.
Okay. Then you can run back. Are you going to try to move quietly out of the city and then run from there? What's your plan with that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we'll
trying to
stealth
stealthily
out.
walk. Yeah, we're gonna stealthily walk out, and then just try to get the hell away from there.
Okay, so roll me stealths, and
Oh,
then they'll basically that'll get you to the edge of town.
24.
All right, so you basically will say you're to the edge of town, and then you can flee if you want.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bolt. We're getting the hell out of here because we've been
All
gone
right.
for way too long anyway. So
I'm gonna ninja run back. Arms in the air.
Okay, so presumably you guys back here have set up camp of some sort.
Some sort.
And these guys show back probably about 9-ish, 9:30-ish at night. And kind of like huffing and puffing back into camp.
Oh God, that was a long run. Oh.
Welcome back.
God, I haven't ran that much since a banker caught me sleeping with his daughter. Jeez, that was awkward.
Okay, you'll have to tell me about that someday. But good news, bad news is that the dragon is not around. Bad news is I think everyone's dead.
Okay, we did not see a dragon around, so
Yeah.
technically it doesn't mean that he's gone. It just means that one, he could be just like resting somewhere in a building that we just didn't notice because we couldn't get that close. And then two, if he is gone, he went to go get that treasure. There's nothing to say that he won't come back.
But yeah,
I doubt he will return to the town unless he believes I'm still alive.
Oh, then great. So we don't have to worry about the dragon then.
For the most part, I do not believe he will return. I believe he is searching for my lair.
Oh, okay. How you feeling, by the way?
Better, but not great.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I wish I had something to help you.
Oh, you all have done an immense amount to assist. And I thank you.
I really appreciate. I turn into a woman and show like a dragonborn woman and just like cut myself. Like, here, does that help? No, I'm not really doing that.
Oh my.
I'm not doing that. But I
He licks your face.
Oh God. No, it wasn't apparent at all. But either way, so I really I'm very thankful that the three of you, my companions, were able to make you feel better, more comfortable. The sooner the better that you can be able to walk around is really great.
Yes, they've been immense help. The musician has been playing some wonderful music, and the one with the staff has been mixing up some salves to attempt to heal my wounds, and the youngling has been enjoying. I've enjoyed the conversation with the youngling.
Oh, well, that's great. Oh, by the way, the one with the staff, his eyes haven't been glowing red or anything anytime recently when we were gone, has it?
He has been in complete control of himself so far as I can tell.
Huh. Good to know. All right. Well, I see you guys made camp. Good to know. So we're pretty tired. I'm pretty sure you guys are too. We should probably just figure out resting orders and try to get ourselves some rest.
Well, I believe that I will not fit in Ganzap's tiny hut. So I will remain outside and keep lookout for as long as I'm able. Maybe the youngling can join me and assist in the first watch.
I mean, as long as Amelia's okay with it, as I look to her and I just hold my hand out, just kind of like wondering.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
All right, well,
I'll,
that
I'll
sounds
come. I'll come wake someone up after, partway through, and they can take the second watch.
sounds great. Well, I'm gonna sleep now. I'm gonna go into Ganzap little tiny hut. He has it up, and I'm just gonna like roll, like go around a little circle and just lay down.
All right, so I figure you guys probably do in your hut over here somewhere, probably over here, and then he's gonna skittle over into here, and Amelia will watch the tent. And then who is going to volunteer to take the second half of the watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Well, then I got some news for you guys.
You saved a bunch of money on your car insurance by switching to Geico?
Potentially. All right. Oh, I need some ominous music before I start doing this.
We are getting attacked. God damn it, is a night raid.
Ominous?
By the way, just a note with you and your music. If you put music in the game, I cannot put music in the video.
Okay, well then I won't put music in the game.
I mean, you can do one, or we can do the other. I was giving you the option.
Well, I was doing it just for our purposes because I like it when there's music playing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can keep it going, that's great. It's whenever it doesn't keep going. That's.
Well, I mean, it's not an infinite loop thing I can do, so I'm using the jukebox in Roll20, so there's no infinite loop cycle.
Can't you
All right, so we'll just read it.
Can't you just upload stuff in there?
I don't know. I've never tried. Okay, so cash it in.
What?
This happens
in the butt?
Wait, am I sleeping right now?
You are sleeping.
Oh God, I know it's going.
You are all asleep.
I know it's happening.
Just so you all know, okay? You awaken to the smell of sulfur and fire. You open your eyes and at first see nothing but blackness.
Oh God.
Feeling of danger. There's a feeling in danger, and you reach for your staff to light the area and face your attacker, but you cannot feel it at your side. As your concern slowly turns to fear, a brilliant red light pierces your vision. After a moment, you again open your eyes and look around you. You appear to be in a large dungeon of some kind. Huge red bricks make up the walls and give off a pale red light that seems to envelop everything around you. You look down and realize that you are garbed in nothing but a simple tunic. Your staff, your robe, and other gear appear to be missing. You are laying on a large stone table colored in the same red hue as the rest of the room. You smell a faint stink of blood. A voice breaks you out of your thoughts after a moment. Ah, you awaken finally. That is good. This voice you recognize immediately. You slide off the table and you turn to see the very demon who has haunted your nightmares for the last 5 years. But he appears different somehow. Thought you could hide in the past, Kashidan, but you are mistaken. I will not take your soul so soon, but I will overwhelm it and take control of your body. It sneers at you and waves an arm, and an incredible pain racks your mind and brain. You clutch your head and fall to your knees, a scream escaping from your lips. After what feels like hours, the pain subsides. You lay on the ground, soaked in sweat and breathing heavily. When your breathing slows, you attempt to stand and use the table as a prop. You struggle to your feet and scan the room again. The demon is gone, but you are not alone. You feel the strength leave your body and you collapse upon the table. The image of 3 men in animal masks dominating your thoughts. 13.
Okay.
You are reliving the raiding of your village before you became Cliff the 13th.
Oh,
The sounds are all too real to you. The hissing of the UNT, the smell of blood and burning flesh. Then everything stops. You find yourself teleported to a ridge overlooking the village, and you watch from here as the last moments of the slaughter take place. A voice speaks to you. Is this not tremendous? Ah, the beginning of one's true destiny before he even learns what it is. You turn to face the speaker, but you see nothing. Only dark trees. The voice comes from behind you. Oh, come now, you think it would be that easy, did you? You turn again, but back to face the village, but you see only blackness. Large red eyes then appear before you, and the voice speaks again. Now is the time for you to choose, 13. For you to choose what it is that you truly want. To decide at last what is your destiny and what it truly is. Look here. And before you, an image of a large mountain of golden coins and gemstone appears, just out of your reach. All of this I can give to you. It is of no consequence to me. I only ask for a small favor. Before you can reply, it says again, oh, wait, you're right. I can do better. Here. The coins melt and the scene turns to showing you on a throne made of gold and steel, a scepter in your hand and a crown upon your head. You are seated in a large banquet hall garbed in the royal purple and red. The voice speaks again. I can give you true power. Power over all the city-states of Faerun. I can guarantee you that you are the only one that can sit on the golden throne in Waterdeep. You would be the first royal king to rule in over 1,000 years. All I ask is one small favor. Again, the scene shifts. You see your adopted father, Cliff, seated on a stump in a forest clearing, cooking over a small fire. As you look, the more you see creatures showing up in and around in the background. A small fox crosses his path and runs into the darkness. A cat leaps next to the fire and curls up in and of itself. You see a raccoon lurking at the edge of the light, waiting for its turn. A wolf growls in the distance. I can show you to your father, perhaps, if that is what you desire. I can save him from his own destiny and lead you both on a path that would crush each other. All I ask is but one small favor. As the image fades and you begin to speak, your voice cracks and you ask, what is the favor? The voice whispers to you as you fall into unconsciousness again. All you need to do is slay the wizards. Shiro.
Ooh.
You feel groggy as you slowly come awake. The first thing you notice are heavy shackles on your wrists and ankles. You open your eyes and appear around you. You are in a small cell with a barred steel door. A small barred steels, like steel beams across.
Okay.
The chains that bind you are connected together and to the wall behind you. As you peer through the cage door, you see an insane scene before you. The chamber has a large altar in the center with candles lit and incense filling the air. On the table lays an elven woman garbed in white and stained in red. Behind the altar are 4 dark-robed figures wearing the masks of cat, raccoon, fox, and wolf. They are chanting softly and clutching a rather familiar-looking scabbard. As you strain against the chains and try to scream, you cannot find your voice. You watch in horror as the wolf walks forward, draws a knife that bleeds an immense amount of power. He walks to the woman and calmly slits her wrist. He collects the blood in a bowl and sprinkles it on the scabbard. There is a large flash of light, and the wolf turns and makes eye contact with you, its eyes glowing red. As you fall to the ground and black out again, all you can say is you softly to yourself, I'm sorry, Mother. I'm sorry. And Amelia is standing over you as she shakes you. Shiro, wake up! Shiro, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I've been trying to wake you up for minutes. Are you okay? You were real deep there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, give me a minute there.
Okay, I can wake one of the others if you want.
Okay.
If you're not okay to
No, it's
do the
fine.
watch.
I appreciate you waking me up. Actually.
All right. Okay, well, get yourself ready and then come on out. I'll go back
Okay.
outside till you shake off the sleep.
Yeah.
Then she'll walk back out of the hut.
Yeah. I just slap myself awake and then try to follow her outside the hut.
Yeah, as you kind of like slap yourself awake and you look around you, you can see that Cash and Cliff are both kind of, their eyes below their eyelids are moving rapidly and they're kind of tossing and turning like they're having trouble, and Ganzap is just totally out cold.
Don't think I'd find this strange. But
No, but I mean that's you take that in as
It's
you're kind of
just-
waking yourself up.
Okay. So let's go out. Following me again.
Yeah, you're okay?
Yeah, fine. You can go ahead and take some rest.
Okay.
I'll keep watch.
All right. Good night. Then she'll
Yep.
head back in.
Night.
Myram appears to be asleep. Sit there. Then just go ahead and make me a perception for your watch.
15.
All right. Your time passes with little effort. And then when morning comes and Myram wakes up, he suggests we should wake the others. And
Yep. So just head back into the tent and wake everybody up.
okay, so everybody's able to wake up successfully as Shiro comes in and wakes everyone.
Oh man, that was one hell of a dream.
You could say that again, although kind of getting used to him by now.
Man, I'm sorry.
Happens.
What a wonderful rest.
Huh.
Gonna pull out my wand and produce food for breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
Bread and cheese.
That's all I can conjure.
Oh,
I mean, you can go hunt some meat if you want.
I want some pancakes.
Smash the bread down flat. You have pancakes.
It's not the same. But I eat it anyways, regardless, as well as the cheese.
Well, you'll be happy to know that the wand critted and it's Gouda cheese.
Ooh.
It's
Good
really
stuff.
Gouda cheese.
I hate you.
It's so good.
Good shit. Good shit. All right. I assume we get our fill. All right. And I probably go to find a stream of water for us, and I bring it back. It's like, here we go, guys. Here's the water. Wait, you can't make water. You can only make food, huh? With that thing.
I think you can make water.
It is a wand of sustenance, and water is considered sustenance. So.
Oh, okay then. Sweet. So drink some water. All right, guys. So.
And worst case scenario, Amelia can basically conjure a ball of ice and put it in a cup, and then Cash can melt the ice, and then you guys have water there too. So.
Woo! All right.
Yay, wizards.
Woo.
All right, so let's try and get the dragon back up. Let's try to help him get ready. And we're probably need to be on the move as soon as we could. We need to try and get the hell out.
As
Yeah,
we're eating with Shiro and everything, I'll look to Shiro and Amelia and ask how the dragon is doing.
It was pretty okay. For most part of the night, he looks fine. Why don't we ask him